Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of The Young and the Tasteless. I am your host, Kathleen Wallach. I just learned today that Maya Angelou passed away, so I just wanted to take a moment to honor the great writer and poet Maya Angelou. She was a champion for women, she was a champion for civil rights, and she was really, truly a great American treasure. So, and she passed away today. So we're really sad over here that we've lost such an inspirational woman at the age of 86. So, you know, take a moment today, reflect. She was really so important, and her words were just so magical. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that today. So today I also wanted to talk about resumes, and particularly acting resumes. Now, we talked already about headshots and how important having a professional headshot is. I actually recently learned that there is an industry standard for resumes. I was on a meeting with a manager, and she told me that for when you go to an audition, or when you go to see a casting agent or an agent or a manager, when you have, you always have your resume with you attached, stapled to your headshot. There's a very particular way to format a resume, and that way it's called the industry standard. You can actually Google it, get a format for it, probably download a format for free. You can just do it on YouTube. Make sure that is the way it is. It looks. You have to, Google industry standard. You've got to make sure your acting resume looks this way. You can't just list everything in any old way. I learned that. It was a learning experience for me, and I wanted to share that with you guys. It's very important. And it's one of those things that I never knew. These are little things I learned along the way as well. There are little things that you have got to know. The little simple tips to make yourself stand apart from the crowd. A lot of the times I was told that if your resume isn't in industry standard format, or if your headshot isn't on the right paper, isn't formatted correctly as well, they'll push you right to the side, won't even give you a second chance, or a second look rather. So that is important. I wanted to share that with you because that was such a learning experience for me. So I really wanted to make sure you guys knew as well. If you're going on an audition, or if you're going for a meeting, anything in the entertainment industry, that is the format your resume is supposed to be in. So, make sure you do that before you go on an audition. That's aside from memorizing your lines and making sure everything is prepared in your head. Make sure you prepare your paperwork. We're very into preparation over here. If you're going to be going for a meeting for an agent or for a manager, you're going to want to be prepared to tell the person a little bit about yourself. You're going to want to be prepared to make yourself stand out in that way as well, and always be yourself. Don't go in there trying to play a role. All right, that's the difference between meeting with a manager or agent and an audition. Auditions, of course, you're playing another role, obviously. But when you're going to see somebody who is there to represent you or to get you work, you've got to be yourself. Be the best possible version of yourself. Come in, have a good attitude. Don't be surly. Don't be like, what you think they want an actor to be like. You've got to always be yourself. Have a really positive energy. People underestimate how important it is to have a good first impression, just to be yourself, and to have this great energy, and to have just a great personality. It's so easy to get caught up in the sort of phoniness of acting and trying to be something you're not, but you've got to always be yourself on these meetings, because they want to know who you are. They want to know the real you. They want to know what you're going to bring to the table for them, and they want to also work with someone who's not a jackass. So you're going to want to prove to them by being natural, being yourself. If you're kind of edgy, be edgy. That's something to be said for being like an edgy person. You're going to want to always bring the best you to the table. And they're always, these meetings, you don't know if they're going to be short or long, so don't, prepare all these things that you want to, and then stumble over them. Don't prepare like a whole speech about how you're so great, and then, you're going to end up it's going to clog your mind. So really, go in there with like a clear mind. Go in there, always, I've always been told to have 2 monologues memorized and ready to go in your head, on the off chance somebody actually does ask you to sort of, give them a little taste of your acting. So always, make sure you have the 2 monologues prepared in your head, ready to go. But, don't stress about that as much as just be yourself. It's a relaxed environment. Always be yourself. That's if you're going for a meeting with an agent manager. Auditions are a whole different story. That's, you have to be in the character and prepare for the character, and but this is acting. You always have to be juggling different things. You always have to be prepared to either not be yourself for an audition, or it's a meeting for someone for representation, to be yourself. I know it's really confusing, and it's, again, competing ideas, but you have to always be prepared. That is the name of the game with acting, and writing, entertainment in general. If you have an interesting skill, if you can speak other languages, if you can do all that, tell them. Make sure you tell them that. Make sure you always highlight your skill set, because it's an investment. Having someone who is very talented in different ways is an investment for them as well. If you're also a writer, make sure you tell them that as well. I mean, that's another great talent to have when you're acting. You're an actor and a writer, So that is all very important to remember when you're going on these meetings, and when you go, because they happen. If you just send your headshot, send your resume to these places, if you send them to enough, someone's going to get back to you. So you want to be prepared for when they do. So make sure you get your headshots professionally printed. Make sure, I think you can go to even Walgreens and have them done. Just put them on a flash drive. Go there, have them professionally done so they look very nice, Make sure your resume is in tip-top shape, is up to date, has everything on it that is true. Make sure it's in the industry standard format. Google it, it's very easy to find. So that's our lesson for today, is just making sure that everything is up to date, everything is perfect, everything is in the perfect format, because there are formats for everything. So make sure you know these things, research it. And that was it today. And if you guys want to check out the latest celebrity gossip, I urge you to go on my blog, Tasteless Entertainment, where you could find out all about Kim and Kanye's wedding. Which, by the way, e-cameras were not at the actual ceremony. They're only at the pre-festivities. So when you're going to watch the special on E, which is inevitable, you're not going to be able to see the whole thing, which is kind of sucks, because with Chris Humphries, we got the whole show. What's up with that? So you guys, I want to sign off today saying to be safe out there. It's been a crazy week, and I just want everyone to know our prayers and our thoughts are with the shooting victims of California, and live life to the fullest, and be positive, and and be kind to others, and be positive to those around you, because we need that in this world more than ever. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next week.